There's one thing about Black Clover that I'm starting to realize and see the trend to. There's really not filler for this show at all. I mean, whether it be technically source material filler, kind of just to fill a gap while you're coming up with some concepts for the show, and or there's just anime filler that's not source material at all. So that's really cool to see. And a show that actually did do this was Fairy Tail. It's a show that I do remember doing this quite a bit. It really hopped in and out of arcs. Was there filler? Sure, there was laid back downtime, but Fairy Tail did a great job of that. But for Black Clover, there really hasn't been any. I mean, hell, the arc that had them in the cave and then they ended up fighting Lit in that, I thought that at first was going to be a filler arc, but that was actually a serious arc. But nonetheless, in and out of arcs and right into Yuno. So I did not expect Yuno to be in this episode. I thought they were just going to send the Black Bulls out again. But lo and behold, Golden Dawn is there and arrived on the scene. So it's cool to see the Diamond Kingdom getting involved, because we know that the Diamond Kingdom is not the same as the Midnight Sun. Like, we know that. We know that they are not the same group. They're not the same organization. They are not involved with one another. I mean, it's kind of stated at the very beginning of this anyways, whenever one of the generals kind of state, hey, our information was right. They have been weakened at the border because that terrorist group's attacking. So, on top of that, though, I do like how they said, hey, Kitten is the border of the two kingdoms, and it is basically the one that keeps the Diamond Kingdom out of the Black Clover Kingdom, and that's cool to see because it's world building, right? It's kind of showing us the world and how the world works and the view. It's giving us the overhead view of the world. It's world building. It's kind of saying, hey, this is where this is where that is, and it did that earlier when we were talking about the Forsaken Realm and so on and so forth. But it's cool to see. I mean, other than that, though, whenever I look at what's going on with Yuno, though. We see that him and the Spear actually have a relationship now. Hell, she wants to go on a date with him, apparently. Like, what the hell? But we get to see him. He's definitely stronger, and that's something that could be a concern for me. I do want to see them go into his character. I want to see them say, hey, this is how we got stronger. Hey, this is how Asa got stronger. We got to see Asa on screen. Technically he's the Sasuke of this show, right? But he, so far he hasn't been nearly as bad as Sasuke. He's someone who's actually off screen quite a bit, way more than Sasuke is in the beginning of the show for sure. But he's someone who may be getting off screen a little bit too much, and it's hard to kind of go to someone other than Asta and and the Black Bulls whenever you're in an arc like the Water Temple, whenever the arc is based on you, based on your squad. We can get more Asta. Whenever we have kind of just shared missions, right? Just like the maze that they went to whenever and Austin went there. So those are things that can change, but will they change? I'm not really sure. But other than that, though, some of the funny things that happened this episode when we were looking at them, Yami is Charmy's dad, apparently. That's pretty funny to see. He's like, is this the one yours? And she's like, who are you? Like, how does she not know this is a Wizard King? I mean, she's just told that they're going to see him. But other than that, though, Yami and the Wizard King's relationship still has me pretty interested. It's almost as if Yami sees the Wizard King as Asa sees Yami. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. It's really cool. It's kind of humbling for Yami's character to see that he has a lot of passion towards the Wizard King and kind of looks up to him, really, essentially, in a way. I mean, you kind of see how he's just kind of staring at him, and he even says, you're embarrassing me. I'm like 28. And he doesn't show too much emotion with those words, but you can tell those emotions, there's a lot of emotion within those words, it seems as if so. I mean, that's why he did that kind of flashback and visual monologue, per se, to himself. So, yeah, other than that, though, guys, what do you think of the episode? I liked what I'm seeing here. I like how it's just going in and out of arcs. That's really cool to see. We do not get shows that do that very much. So, as always, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.